First time I heard about Chai Lifeline was a few years ago, reminiscing with Morty Rothman, who I've known for many years.
My whole life I've been hearing about Chai Lifeline, all the amazing things that they do, Camp Simcha, things that they do for everybody's families. But our involvement started with Avi Silver and Bracha Silver.
And for me personally, it was my real entry into being active in Chai Lifeline.
Daniel got involved with Chai Lifeline without anybody ever asking. He really just stepped up to the plate and helped Chai Lifeline out in hugely beneficial ways for our organization. It just speaks to who they both are together as a couple.
It's an amazing organization that just, you can never have enough strength behind you in such a situation, as we saw with Bracha, who's one of the strongest people I've ever met. And I know how much Chai Lifeline impacted her.
We know Bracha. She actually taught our oldest son. So when we heard about Avi's diagnosis and the things that they were going to be going through, we found that as our opportunity to get involved.
This is my Avila. I'm happy everybody's looking at him. I never want to forget him, and I never want anybody to forget him. He was out with friends one evening, and his foot just collapsed. They immediately took an MRI, and then it showed that there was a tumor in his brain.
As time continued, we saw Avi getting worse and worse, and it became such a scary reality. And we would not have been able to keep together had it not been for our mother.
He unfortunately was not able to walk fairly early in his diagnosis, so he's bedridden. And she had a lot on her plate, and she was the sole caregiver.
She was there for Avi always, and no matter where she was or what she was doing, we would try and get her to go and do some things on the side to distract her, and it was always Avi, 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 Avi. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It was a very trying time for her, but she showed tremendous strength.
From as far back as I can remember, she's always been that pillar of strength. And I think only in the last year or two, throughout our whole ordeal, the world has realized the pillar of strength that we've been living with forever.
Immediately, Chai Lifeline stepped right in. Morty Rothman called me, came to the house, spoke so respectfully and so gently. And I remember I used to always call and I used to say, I'm stuck in the hospital. My kids are coming home from school. I said, I didn't cook anything. I don't even have food in the house. Right away, Chai Lifeline. There was a hot meal. I felt so supported. I felt so good. They were all my friends. It's like all of us together were going through this with Avi. It wasn't only me and my kids. It was the whole team of Chai Lifeline. Avi loved music. When Mordechai ben David came, Avi's eyes just like lit up. He just couldn't believe it. And I'm really, really grateful to Gryfe, to Yami Schachter, to all these amazing people. But they brought these singers in for Avi and even for myself.
From there, we basically ensured that we could get any Jewish singer from any part of the world into Toronto to go be Mechazek, Avi and Bracha, and the rest of the Silver family.
They brought in other superstars. Avi was excited. He lived from one concert to the next. And it was good for the whole family.
It wasn't just singing, it was from the heart.
After the concerts, being some in our house, some by other people's houses, I really, really believed that Hashem was going to change the decree. Because that's how beautiful it was.
For 18 months, her sole purpose was Avi, and there's like a huge void. I mean, it's a huge, huge void.
There was another plan, and I know Hashem is good, and we don't get the full picture. And it's not our business to know why. But we tried very hard.
I know that there's going to be times where she's going to need some support, and I know that Chai Lifeline will be there for her.
Chai Lifeline is still with us, and they'll always be with us, because they didn't just leave us when Avi left us.
to know that you were a part of that and to be a part of that together is truly amazing.
And it's our honor to be honored with Bracha at this event because we got strength out of her.
Hi Lifeline, my family, my new family, they're the best. They are with you. They're with you through the whole thing.
It really made us so much stronger knowing that there was always someone a phone call away, no matter what it was.